Hi, I'm Tara. I've lived in Scotland all my life, and I still don't know how our country's finances work. Come with me whilst I investigate who controls them. The answer may surprise you. First, let me tell you where our money comes from. There are four main sources: taxes, such as income tax, revenues from Scottish natural resources, council income, and finally, money created by the Bank of England for Westminster. So, who do you think controls our money? Where does all this money go? Well, Westminster takes our taxes. It also takes all our energy revenues, and, you guessed it, it's the one that gets to create money, which it does all the time to finance its spending. And, by the way, our government can't do this. It must balance its budget against the money Westminster decides to give it. Finally, councils collect most of their income direct from their community. Now all the money's collected, who decides how it's spent? Let's find out. Westminster decides what our government gets. This is called the block grant. If Westminster decides to make austerity cuts to this block grant, our government has no choice but to cut its spending as well. Some of this block grant is passed to our councils as the local government grant. The largest chunk of spending is kept and controlled by Westminster itself. You really have no say in what happens to this, as it's voters in England who decide the Westminster government and its priorities. Most of Scotland's money is spent by councils or Westminster. Councils control their own spending. In some areas, this uses priorities agreed with our government. Most of Scotland's councils are controlled by parties based in England, like Labour or the Tories. Even when the SNP is the most popular party, often these unionist parties band together to take control. At the start, I asked who controls Scotland's public spending. It's now clear. Parties based in England always control most of our spending, whether at Westminster or by controlling our councils. Our government only controls about a third of our spending, and even then, Westminster decides how much it gets, when our government's budget can increase, and when our government must make cuts. The bottom line is, we vote our government into power, but it has little control over its finances. This isn't how it works in any other country in Europe. Surely we can do better. When Scotland regains its independence, things will change radically for the better. Not only will our government get all the revenues, but it will control all our spending. Local government spending will change from a political fight with the English parties to a collaboration over local, regional and national priorities. Money currently wasted by Westminster on areas we dispute, from nuclear weapons to a cruel immigration policy and on austerity that no one wants, will be recovered. The benefits of Scotland's energy will flow to Scotland first. And of course, we'll rejoin the EU and participate in a rich range of EU funding schemes that only the world's largest trading zone can offer. Independence is inevitable. Let's make it happen soon. Thank you for watching.